All right. So I do have a wee lineup of tools here. Now, what I'll do with these tools as well is sometimes it's a bit hard to read the URL bar in the screen. So we're going to drop all of the links to these tools into chat. So if you're not sure where chat is, if you have a look at the Zoom toolbar at the bottom of your screen, there is an icon there of two speech bubbles and it says chat below. If you click on that, that'll open up. We'll drop all of the links in there. You'll be able to save it at the end of the evening. There are three little dots in chat there for you to be able to save that there. And there are people introducing themselves. So feel free to introduce yourself in there as well too. All right, well, the very first one that I have for us tonight is, this one is reletter.com. So online newsletters have really taken off over the past, sort of 12 to 18 months. And you'll see that LinkedIn has a newsletter, and there are businesses using that newsletter function. And it's been one of the quickest ways that some businesses have got traction on the social media platform by having that newsletter. So in the time that it has launched and hasn't been around very long, they have 90,000 plus newsletters on LinkedIn. Which is a fairly impressive stat for something that's quite new. And people follow these newsletters. They do get pushed out into the feeds as well, but it's not the only place that has a newsletter. One of the biggest newsletter outlets is a place called Substack. And so Substack is where you can create a newsletter that people can follow, and you can actually charge for your newsletter as well too. So even if you're only charging $5 or $10 a month for your newsletter, there are people there that have got businesses on that platform that they're getting paid for, and it's an incredibly good lead generation tool. With Substack having so many subscribers, they do recommend out your newsletter to others on their platform as well. But it's not Substack that I'm looking at tonight. That is only one newsletter. There are hundreds of others, or millions of other email newsletters out there. So if you're looking to collaborate or find newsletters there where you can be a guest contributor, or looking to advertise in, so some of them will take ads in it as well, then this particular app, reletter.com, is a great place to go and search for newsletters that would be in your niche. So they've got a search bar down the bottom. So you might sort of click entrepreneurship, for instance, and it will list out some entrepreneurial newsletters there. So you've got unconventional entrepreneurship, everything entrepreneurship, and the new AI Digi Asset. So there's a snapshot of that newsletters there. Or if you want to search for your particular topic, then you can just pop that in the search bar for your industry, and you can find newsletters either by topic, by title, or by author as well too. Now this is the initial one is there's a cut down version for the free option, but if you upgrade, then you get all of the newsletters, and you can search them all. So the pricing for it is it's $49 a month. It is US, so $49 a month is the normal one, $99 a month for the standard, or $199 a month for the business. But for most of us, that $49 or $99 a month is probably the one that's going to suit us best. So, but if you look and if you compare that to ads, running ads out there on Facebook or Instagram or Google, then this is a very affordable way to reach an audience that is a curated audience. So these are ones that are interested in the topic that you are talking about, and because the authors there have curated their audience, so it's almost like a warm introduction to that audience being a guest poster in there. So it's a wee bit different to ads, which are generally out to a cold audience. This is a warmer audience, and it's a whole lot cheaper than running some of those ads as well too. So if you're looking for a good newsletter strategy, here is a place to go and find newsletters in your niche. And of course, the thing about newsletters as well, you don't have to write for just one. You might write for half a dozen of them, and you're using the same content, repurposing the content, maybe making some adjustments and changes to for that particular newsletter as well. So that one there is called reletter.com. This one here is called thrivebase.ai. So it is a custom GPT or custom chat GPT for your business. It's one of those little chat bots that sit on your website. So this one's easier in that they've got a widget or a plugin which you can use on WordPress. I think it's WordPress, Wix, Shopify. If we have a look down the bottom, there we go. WordPress, Shopify, Wix, Webflow, or Squarespace. So if you've got one of those websites, then this will work for that. So the way this bot works is it's one of those things that'll pop up. People can ask questions. It'll answer questions. And you populate it with your business information. So you can do it. It can do a crawl of your website. You can upload brochures or flyers or emails that you've got in your sequences. They can be PDF documents. They can be Word documents, text documents, CSV files, or they can be URLs of other websites or your social media profiles. You can drop all of those in there. So what it does is that becomes its library of information. And that's what it draws from to answer the questions that people are asking on your website. So this is a thing that works 24/7. So while you're asleep, you have a chatbot working 24/7. And if it does get to a point where it can't answer any questions, then obviously you'll pick it up and you get a copy of these questions anyway that people have been asking on the site. So it helps with the engagement on your website. If people are able to find the answers to what they're looking for through your website, then it helps them to stick around longer and helps them to make that decision to contact you further. And the other thing about it too is it's good for market research. So the questions that people are asking, if you find that you don't have any answers in there or the answers are insufficient or incorrect, then you can start to create content around the questions people are asking, which makes it even more highly relevant, helps you in the search engines, and also helps you, with a chat bot like this one here as well too. So you can create these chats with ChatGPT, but this is all done for you. All you have to do is feed it the information, and then you can install it on your site with the widget, and then you can set it free. So so the pricing for that one there is a free trial for it, so you can check it out, use it for free, and then starts off at $17 a month. So very affordable at that sort of price there. So that one there is called ThriveBase.ai. Now, one of the things I've noticed recently is that a Meetup, anyone use the Meetup app here? So Meetup's been an app that we've used for probably a good 10 years now. It's been acquired by another company, and as soon as they acquired it, they immediately doubled the price. So the subscriptions of it are around about $70 US a month for Meetup. So they are charging in US dollars, so it does get a bit pricey. And we had 5 accounts, so you can imagine 5 accounts at $70 an account. And that was where we spent some of our time marketing this event here. It has been really useful, but it really has just become an unaffordable option now, unless we're actually charging for events. But there is an alternative that has popped up, and that is called oddcircles.com. So Odd Circles it's very much like a Meetup experience. So you can load your events up there. You can sell tickets to it. You can get RSVPs to it. You can link it to the likes of Zoom, and it will start push your events out. And of course, they have a database of people that are subscribers to the platform, and so you will get recommendations, or your events will get recommended out to some of those people on the platform. So they do some marketing for you in it. Now, the thing that is good about this is that they have a lifetime deal for this. So yes, it does cost you, but they do have a lifetime deal, which is $300. So you can get onto the platform, pay your $300, and you never pay anything again on the platform. And you've got something that is a Meetup-like experience. And if we look at that, what's that? So 4 months worth of Meetup, or just over 4 months worth of Meetup, and in terms of cost, you get this one for life. So again, it's another good lead generation opportunity, having something like this, because people will come to the platform, they'll find out about your event, they'll search out what you're doing and what others are doing in your particular niche, or what their interests are. And so it can really sort of help to spread the word of what you're doing and generate new leads for you as well too. So that one there is called oddcircles.com. For those that are looking for getting onto podcasts, podcast is a great strategy for getting introduced to other people's audiences. And it's almost like an endorsement. If you're on someone's podcast, it's almost like an endorsement of you to their audience. So finding podcasts is more certainly is a mission for me and for my team. So we're always looking for podcasts to appear on. There are lots of Facebook groups that have call outs for podcast guests or people that have podcasts. But this and that's a little bit more cumbersome too. Again, this is another search engine. So this one's called Podseeker. And what it allows you to do, again, is to search for podcasts in your particular niche or industry and see what's out there that you'd like to appear in. So all you do is you pop in there your what it is you're looking for, and then it'll give you a listing of potential podcasts. Now, this app is not free. There is a price to it. And the pricing of it, again, is not terribly expensive. Starts off at $29 a month. It gives you unlimited searches, unlimited lists, and it gives you information about the podcasts that you're looking for in terms of the sort of audience they've got, where they're based, how popular they are, what topics they cover, and of course you can sort of step up to one of the other plans once you've tried it out to see how it works for you. So again, another search engine. Podcasts are one of those marketing vehicles which are very popular in the sense that people will listen to podcasts when they're out going for a walk, for a run, at the gym, whereas they can't generally watch videos when they're doing that, but they will listen to podcasts. So here's a way to get yourself in front of other people's audiences. And the last one I have for you is in the vein of what we've been sort of showcasing. It is a book. So this is a book that I've just recently acquired. It is called Hooked. It's by Nur Eel. And what it's about is it's all about how to build habit-forming products. So what's a habit-forming product? Well, a good example of a habit-forming product is your phone, your smartphone. So people have a smartphone attached to their hip these days, and it is a habit-forming thing in that's where they actually sometimes they make phone calls. These days, not often phone calls get made from it, but it's text messages. It is browsing the internet, it is shopping. So it's a habitual thing for people to bring out their phone and use it for their shopping and communication and everyday life. So that's an example of a habit-forming product. So if you've got something that's habit-forming, then and it's on subscription, then people will pay you over and over and over and over again because they've got something that is of convenience that they keep on using over and over again. So this book here, Hooked, runs through how do you create those products that are habit-forming and that are subscription-based products. And it works through a 4-step process, which is there's always a trigger there to get to people sort of started with it. They then take an action based on that trigger. They then sort of make some form of payment, and then it takes them back to another trigger. So it's almost like this circular, never-ending loop there. So fascinating book this, and if you are, creating products, works for physical products, like your phones and devices, but it also works really well for service-based products. So if you've got digital products or service-based products, really good for that side of things as well too. In fact, I saw a post on Facebook just before I came on from a friend of mine, and he teaches web developers how to create better businesses, and he had a post up, if you're not getting 80% of your revenue from monthly recurring revenue, what's the block? So recurring revenue is almost the holy grail of income. So this book really sort of niches quite well into that area there, helping to create products there that people willingly are going to pay you on a regular basis. So great book. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from on Kindle as well too, or Audible. When you do purchase it, you can drop your details in, and they've got a whole workbook that goes with this as well. So a very helpful workbook and some additional content in there as well too. So that one's called Hooked by Ner. And that there is a roundup of our cool online tools and apps for today. So all of those are in the chat. They are the last entry in chat. So let's drop into chat. What was your favorite tool? What's the one that you think will grab you to investigate a bit further and to really, have a look a bit further in, or the one that you think is going to help you best in your business journey and what you're doing as well too. Of course, these apps and tools, we're going to drop these into the Business Owners SmashGo Online Facebook group. If you're not a member of that group, now's a good time to go to Facebook, go and search for Business Owners SmashGo Online, click the join button, we'll bring you in, and you'll be able to sort of check out the apps there as well. And of course, the past apps that we've got, they're all in there as well too. So if you're looking for anything particular, you can search for some of those apps in that Facebook page. All right, so what do we got there? Votes for Thrivebase. Yes, Meetup was free for a long time. Yes, Meetup was free for a long time. And then they charged for it, and then they're charging even more for it. Podseeker. So with the book there, Thrivebase. So it looks like it's a Podseeker. Looks like Podseeker's the winner tonight. So looks like there's a few people looking for podcasts to come and be famous on and get themselves out across the globe. Excellent. All right. Well, enjoy those tools. And of course, if you have any other apps and tools that you use that you think are essential, let me know what they are. I'm happy to profile them. And, if they look like good tools for other people as well, more than happy to bring them on the show and credit you for that as well too.